to do when your man's upset and you don't know why. Sometimes men just wake up mad as they don't even be knowing why they mad. Just grumpy as hell. In these type of situations, you gotta do three things. Number one, shut the up. Hush. Just be quiet. Whatever pissed him off already turned his ass mute. Don't get to asking him a million questions and then get mad when you can't figure it out. Now you mad cause he mad. Just chill, my baby, and let him tell you when he cool down. In the meantime, just stay in his corner. He wants you around, he just don't feel like talking. Number two, give that man a hug. The world probably whooped his ass that day. Love on that man. Tell him it's going to be okay. Men are dramatic. At the end of the day, they might act hard, but they really just want to be baby. Let him on your make him some food, get his favorite snack, whatever makes him feel better. Number three, get that man some head. Don't even ask him to do it, just whip it out. Man been begging for head all week, just do it. Little bit of head goes a long way. Men are simple. Men are not that hard to please. What to do?
I don't want my husband to just work and pay bills. I don't want him to not have a hobby. I don't want him to not have healthy mental health. I don't want him to not have savings. I don't want him to work and slave every day to take care of our bills and me just sit there and not contribute anything. This is coming from a young lady who has never been married. I don't have any kids. I have a dog. I'm fully educated, pay my own bills right now, and it is difficult. I have a great career, and it is difficult. So when I think of getting married and building with someone or coming together and bringing our assets together, I could never lay in my bed knowing that my husband has no life and no freedom and maybe no peace because all he does is work and pay bills so that I can enjoy, as if he doesn't deserve to enjoy.
God made Adam a suitable helpmate, and he made that helpmate not because she's weaker, but because God has given men a capacity and a responsibility that women do not have, and we have to be honest about it. We can say he's not a man, he doesn't know how to lead, he doesn't whatever. There's still a capacity inside of him that God did not give us as women. And one of the biggest examples that I can give of that, imagine it's raining and you're in New York City. And if you've ever been to New York City or in France and it starts raining and people start selling umbrellas on the street, those $5, $10 umbrellas, they're not worth much, but they get the job done until you get home. Imagine you have that man. You have the man that gets the job done, isn't anything special, but he gets the job done. That man, no matter how little you view him, is made to handle the rain. You were not made to handle the rain, but you were made to hold up that which can handle the rain. If you didn't have that umbrella, you would come back home smelling like what you were poured on, what poured on you. When a man comes back in as that umbrella, he gets dried quickly, water repellent, it falls off of him, and no matter how equipped you thought he was, he still was built for the rain. The difference also, some of you want that Neiman Marcus umbrella. Some of you want the wood handle. Those things are heavy. And if God gave you a man like that, then you have to be the woman that can hold up that man. Because an umbrella that is not used, it can be for the rain, for the sun, it shields, it provides shade, it allows what's under it not to be touched. We are the vessel, not weaker. We are the vessel that was meant to let the one that God gave us be held up and used for what he was made. So now, as a wife, I want to say, I don't want to get wet. I don't want to sunburn. My skin's not built for that. So instead, I'm going to let the man be who he was meant to be. And if God gave me, which he did, my man's about as heavy as this table. That means God made me capable of holding him up. If my man is not doing what he was made to do, it's because I, as his wife, am not holding him up.
Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Ha Chodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity, especially now risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and the Aquat out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites. By Hashem meaning in the name. And Yahweh Shai being the only begotten son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. And you saw from the little clips I put together. All right. You got a few women. They got some decent sense. All right. Which is funny though, because you really didn't see videos like this until maybe you really started to see them around maybe like 4-5 years ago. What I call apologetic videos, right? Because the N-Dub especially, she proud as hell, man. You can't tell her shit, man. She knows it all. She got it. All right. She's the best. She's very proud. Okay. My Trump voice. She's very proud. She's exquisite. You had a lot of these females, man. And again, once again, mostly in the Israelite community, right? The Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, but more so the Judite women. Okay. Especially them. And again, like I said, about 4 or 5 years ago, that's when you started seeing all these videos popping up. More now so than ever. I'm sorry. You were right. I want to be a wife. I want to be a woman. I want to be soft and feminine. Where was that 4 or 5 years ago? And before that. You see? Y'all seeing things happening. You seeing that the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord of Great Millstone, all the things that the scriptures spoke on, and we're speaking it to the world. Now y'all seeing it, and now y'all want to try to get your fucking apologetic videos out there and try to be soft again. Y'all only sorry because the shit's hitting the fan. If the shit was still going the way you thought it was going, y'all wouldn't be making these videos. You know it, and we know it. We still wouldn't be shit. There's a lot of us still ain't shit to y'all now. And that's all right. We will take the low, especially those of us in the truth. We will take the low. Because guess what? Those of us that are set low right now doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, in time, Lord will, we're those men, we're going to be elevated. We're going to be incredibly elevated. Fame in all the lands. We're going to be God King priests. Right? We're looking like damn Xerxes times 10 in the movie 300. Dripping in all kinds of gold and silver and jewels, man. We don't give a fuck about this place, man. This place is temporary. You hoes. You not even our women. Y'all been dripped down from within. Who knows how many times before we got with you. Okay? So you're not the prize. You never were. The men is the prize. We always have been. We carry the seed. You're just fertile ground. If in fact the Lord made you fertile. All right? You carry our children. You bring forth the life, but we provide you with the life to be able to be nurtured in the body and push out. All right? Women don't give life. The life is in the seed, but nonetheless, right? This women is about, or it's like this video is about you women that have men of the Lord. All right? Whether he's a prophet or he's just woken up to be of the 1/3, all right, to still have grace and mercy upon him from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. to come back to the statutes, laws, the commandments, the obedience of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And so if you women are with a prophet or just a man of the Lord, period, that's, that came back through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you might want to wise up. You want to be like these women in this clip that I just put together. All right? Women that got a good sense on their shoulders, man. A good head on their shoulders. To learn to shut the fuck up. All right? If your man got a problem, let him work it out how he works it out. If he comes to talk to you about it, be soft, be understanding. Don't try to berate him. Don't put him down. Right? You are supposed to be our pillar of rest. All right? We should be able to come to you, and you should be able to be of comfort to us. You are supposed to reverence us, respect us. See? And that's the thing that a lot of you females don't get. It's not love relationship. It's love, respect relationship. The men desire, notice I said desire, we desire respect. You women want and desire love. Big difference. Okay? Men want respect. If you want to love us, that's cool, but we'd rather you respect us. Because in our eyes, respect is love. In your eyes, you females' eyes, love is love. Okay? Something I've been really paying attention to. You women, go ask a man. Go ask a man how he feels. He's gonna tell you what he thinks. Okay? Men, go ask women how they think. Go ask them what they think about something. They're gonna tell you how they feel. We're opposites, okay? We do things a little bit differently. Women act out of emotion. When men use logic. For those that have logical sense, okay? Big difference. But anyway, let's get to this lesson. Wise up, you wives of the men of the Lord. Be like these women in that short clip. Okay? 1 Corinthians 7:14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. Let's look up the word sanctified real quick. Sanctified, past tense, sanctified, past participle, sanctified. Set apart as or declare holy, consecrated. Make holy, blessed, make sacred, hallow, set apart, right? Kodash, ordained, anointed, dedicated to the Most High, canonized, beautify, make legitimate or binding by religious sanction, approved, sanctioned, purified. Okay? Get it? For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. Meaning, all right, you got a woman who has a man. The Lord woke her up, all right, to be of a hopeful elect. She believes in Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the works thereof, but her husband doesn't. But because he's with her, he's also under her, under her aura of protection, so to say. All right? Sanctified. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband, right? And vice versa. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy. Right? Give you a prime example of that. Joseph. Going back to the story of Joseph, right? All of Egypt would have got smoked. But Joseph was there, right? And wherever the Israelites are, the Lord be cool with the spot, right? But if Israel ain't there, those that's not following the Lord, that place ain't got a chance, man. Egypt would have been smoked had Joseph not been there. Had the Lord not put Joseph up above like that to save all of Egypt and Israel. Okay? And that's just one example. All right? But that's what it is. All right? When you have somebody that the Lord is dealing with, and that person has a wife or a girlfriend or a husband or a boyfriend, whatever the case may be, if the Lord dealing with that person, your house is straight. Okay? Your house is straight. However, like the one lady was talking about the umbrella, and I've used this reference many a time. Once you leave from outside of that, from underneath that umbrella, you about to get rained on. You don't have a hedge no more. You chose to leave. You already had the breakdown. You already told what's coming, and you still decide to leave. You are willingly ignorant. You wanted to go off. Ultimately, the Lord wanted you to go off. The Lord didn't desire you to be in that hedge no more. Okay, the Lord put your ass out, and that's how. Look, you men in the truth, right? Or even you females that came back to the statute, laws, commandments, the obedience of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If your significant other leaves you, you got to understand one thing: the Lord did that for a reason. Either the Lord heard your groanings about that person, pissing you off, offending you, or ultimately that person offended the Lord and got rid of him. Okay? Again, 1 Corinthians 7:14, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy. 1 Corinthians 11:3, but I will have you know, just like I did in the last lesson, all right? But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High. All right? The head of every man is Hamashiach. That's Yahweh Shai. And the head of the woman is the man, her husband, her boyfriend, right? Which is ultimately her husband, right? And the head of Hamashiach, the head of Yahweh Shai, is Yahweh, the Most High. There's order. Okay? So again, you women that's with a man of the Lord, you better wise up. Okay? Isaiah 25:4. For thou hast been a strength to the poor, a strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm, a shadow from the heat when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall. Right? Meaning what? That person is your protection. That person is your fortress, in a sense. Okay? That's your hedge to be protected from the things that's coming. Isaiah 32, I'm going to read 1 and 2. Behold, a king shall reign in his righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. All right? Yahushua coming back to put things back in order. The elect are going to be judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? And a man shall judge, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. You see? A man in that day is going to be the hedge, the protector. Okay? And that's what you women got to really think about, man. Don't stop thinking about your feelings at that particular point in time. You got to learn how to think long term. Okay? Measure twice, cut once. A lot of you women out there, man, you just got the mindset, oh, I'm going off my feelings. Okay, well, your feelings might be wrong. Your feelings are going to fuck you over in the long run. Right? For lack of better words. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Again, this is about being of protection, even on a basic level right now. Even if it's a man not in the truth. Somebody breaking your crib, all right? The women not gonna go downstairs. I mean, if she is by herself, maybe she got a little blicky or something. But even still, she gonna be wishing she had a man at her side to be the one to go downstairs and see who just broke in her crib. Because now she's vulnerable. Probably got on very little clothing, right? Scantily clad because she was in bed, going to bed, or whatever. Maybe just getting out the shower, or whatever case may be. That dude ain't gonna be thinking, oh, I'm sorry, your modesty. No, if he's coming to do something to you, he coming to do something to you. All right, adrenaline gonna be rushing. Ain't no telling what he gonna do to you, and y'all gonna be wishing you had a man at your side. You're gonna wish you had a covert to protect you. All right, so even on this basic level, wait till when things get really bad. All right, because the only ones that's gonna be the Lord is dealing with in that day are the hopeful elect. No one else, because y'all had this word has gone out through all four corners of the earth. You had plenty opportunities to listen. A lot of y'all listened and didn't care about it. So you women that's got a man of the Lord, you better hold fast that which is good. Okay, you better hold on to that, man. And pray to the Lord that you can endure. This is Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 36. I'm going to read 22 through 26. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Right? A soft-spoken, effeminate, a soft-spoken, feminine woman is what he desires. That's what he dealing with that. All right? If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. And see, that's what a lot of you females, y'all don't like that term. I'm a possession. Yeah. When you go down the aisle, who walks you down the aisle? 9 times out of 10, it's your father or father-in-law. What is he doing? He's giving you away. He's giving away his possession to the husband to be. That is now that person's possession. Y'all just be going through the motions of so-called marriage, but you don't even know why these things are taking place. You just do it because that's always been tradition. Well, now you know the meaning of it. The father or father-in-law walks their daughter down the aisle, then he gives his possession, his daughter, away to the husband, the soon-to-be husband. He's passing on his possession to the next person. Okay? He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, and a help like unto himself as a pillar of rest. You saw the clip? You see what these women were saying? They want to be a pillar of rest. They tired of working. They tired of these bills whooping their ass. Right? They were strong and independent till the housing market took a shit on them. They were strong and independent till gas prices and food prices started going up higher and higher and higher. Now they want to, I want a man. Yeah. Sure you do. You just want safety. You want peace. That's how women have been like that from the beginning of ages, man. They go where there's a sense of power, a sense of safety, security. That's what they've always done. Go look at any period of time and see how these women are. Okay? Verse 25, where no hedge is, this is the point. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. And he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. Who will trust a thief well appointed that skippeth from city to city? So who will believe a man that hath no house, and lodges wheresoever the night taketh him? Okay? You need protection, and you're going to have protection in that day. See, the men of the Lord, we doing this work because the Lord woke us up. He could have had us still be 2/3 turds. He could have had us blind like the rest of the people in the world, the general population. All right? And so because he woke us up, what do you think we're going to do? Hey, we love y'all. We love our wives. We love our children. However, we love Yahweh Bashim Yahushai much, 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 much more. And we're grateful that he woke us up. So we're going to do the work, whether you like it or not. Because here's the thing. Again, men are not like women. We have logical sense. We have a family to take care of. So we're going to do the things that we need to do on this side, as far as work and all that. But we're also going to do the things that Yahweh Shema Shai had us do because we have a family to look after, to take after, because we love our families. A woman she would sacrifice her whole family for her happiness. That's the difference. Okay? We have things that we need to do. A woman gonna say, you know what? Fuck all that. I want to be happy. If I got to leave my family and start over, so be it. And a lot of them do that. Fucking child get in a car accident, die. She be happy. That's one less mouth that now she don't have to feed, and more money in her pocket to get that Gucci bag or whatever the case may be. Go to Dubai, get shit on. That's the mindset of these people these days, man. These females. But those of you that have a man of the Lord, you better stick to that, man. That's your umbrella. Hold them up. Be a pillar of rest. All right? Be a good wife. I'm telling you, you be good to your man is going to be good to you. He's going to want to be good to you because you're doing good by him. Once you start slipping off, right? And you start going about things a little weird and shit, start acting different. Be prepared for him to act different. He's gonna mimic what you're doing to him. Then y'all females going, oh, see, he don't love me no more. He not doing what he used to do. Because you're not doing what you used to do. He's just showing you what you're showing him. Hoping that you will see it and change your shit up. But that comes with accountability. You got to have accountability. A lot of you females are allergic to that. So therefore, that's why things happen the way they happen. On to the next. Okay? And that's pretty much the point. All right? For you women, wise up, you wives of the men of the Lord. Because the shit getting ready to go down. All right? With these tariffs and whatnot, that's going to affect a lot of businesses. All right? People may be out of work, out of a job. The housing department probably going to shut down. Okay? Because these tariffs affect a lot of different businesses in a lot of different ways that we may not be able to see. All right. What else that's going to be an influx, or should I say a price hike again in foods? Maybe even more of the housing market. It's going to get really fucked up around here, man. All right. And so when all that happens, the dollar ain't going to mean shit. They're going to have to do what? Usher in the MO to the T and the B. Right? Also causing for first responders to be on the scene more often, because there's going to be a lot of chaos. That's going to create martial law. Okay? Martial law can also bring in the MO to the T and the B. Right? To keep an eye and keep track on everybody. And of course, World War III. There's going to be a lot of people that get sent off to the military, whether by choice or drafting. And when your man is gone, you left on the scene to fend for yourself. And remember, shit's gonna be hitting the fan. So put it all together. Purge like type shit, Book of Eli type shit, The Road type shit. All right. So get yourself in order before you get put in order. Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Chachadash. Double honors to the apostle and the elder bishops, a great millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word and truth. with truth and sincerity, especially now risk your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, and a Bible ball. Kwame Yasharallah, Shalom.